Hi FlossTube, hi Stitchy friends, it's Jennifer and I'm stitching in the bluegrass and I'm here with my friend.
I'm Carla, the crazy cross stitch lady. Welcome to the extension office.
Yes. We are here, we have a live audience.
Of two.
Of two, everybody else is already gone. Yeah. So, I've lost my stitchy bug.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna come back. It always does. I'm still stitching. I'm just making myself do it.
Yeah, she was stitching today.
I did. I stitched today. And I've stitched, I've stitched over the month. I've stitched this week and last week. I just haven't stitched as much, I guess.
Well, you did some other stuff too.
Yes. So I like to, when I lose my stitchy bug, I like to organize. I like to go through things. I like to kit up things. I pulled out some diamond painting kits that I had, so I did those. Like, just piddle, I just like to piddle.
Yeah, sometimes that's the best cure for it because you start seeing all your stuff again.
Yes.
And you start, ooh, I could do this, I stitch this.
Yes, and you're like, ooh, that's pretty.
I don't remember this.
And I got that was new. So I think market overwhelmed me.
Oh.
And I think that has a lot to do with it. And I was telling them earlier that my allergies have been acting up. So my eyes are either really dry or they just run and they're goopy and I'm having trouble seeing. So that gets frustrating. So anyway, but we're gonna share everything that we've been doing lately.
Yes, and we've got our table all set up, ready to go. And I've been traveling a little bit. We had spring break not this past week, but the week before. Yeah. So I was traveling around a little bit, and I'm trying to see all the counties in the state at some point. So it'll take a few years to do that, but had some fun because we actually had some good weather. I was so very happy. But now we're back to the grind. Yeah, it was nice. So now I'm back to the grind, and May is always kind of a rough month for us at school because it's just, you're trying to keep the kids engaged and they're like, summer, So
when is school out here?
Okay, so in LaRue County where I teach, it is May the 25th, which is the last day for kids. But we had Windmageddon one day where it's like everything, furniture, everything was blowing around all over the place.
Our swing blew in the pool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. So they called off school, but usually we have to make those days up, but the board decided we were not going to make that up. However, even though the kids are they have so many hours of instruction they have to have by law per year, we have contract days. So I will still have to go another day for that, and I also have to do my closing day, which is part of the contract. So that's fine though, because if the kids aren't in the building, I love my kids, don't get me wrong, but it's quiet and you can focus a little more and I can start planning for next year. Yeah. So that's what I've been up to.
Well, good. Yeah. And so this is May. No, this is April. And we're gearing up because it's Kentucky Derby is coming. And we were talking about this earlier, I'm a huge Kentucky Derby fan. I have been to all the events except the Derby. Like I've been to the balloon races, I've been, all they have a balloon glow, like a hot air balloon glow, Thunder over Louisville, like the bed races. I mean,
it's a huge event.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a whole, almost month-long party for 2 minutes.
Yes.
Of
the
a horse
best
race.
2 minutes in racing history.
Yeah. So today's Thunder over Louisville. And since we moved to Litchfield, in Louisville, everywhere you would go, you would say, Happy Thunder. I mean, that was a thing, it's Thunder over Louisville Day. So when I moved here, I said, Happy Thunder. They were like, what? What the heck is she talking about? So anyway, okay, back to cross stitching. Carla's going to share you want to share our finishes first?
Yes, we can do that.
Do you have a finish?
I actually have an FFO.
Ooh.
and I need to talk about this one a little bit. Okay, so I did a pattern by Pine Mountain Designs called Pray More, Worry Less. And it was a, I wouldn't call it a pillow sham, but it's a sleeve. And you're supposed to put a pillow form in it. Well, I didn't want to do that. And actually, it was partly Jennifer's idea for me to actually make it into a pillow. And so I haven't really done pillows before, and so I was trying to do what's called the ladder stitch to finish up the last part. So here it is. Here's my little pillow.
It's pretty.
And
here, I'll hold it
so
while you
the
talk.
corners could be a little bit tighter, but I turned it inside out and I got one side stitched. That was not an issue. And then when I got to the other side, I had stitched part of it from the inside out. And then when I flipped it around, it had enough of a hole for me to put my stuffing in. So I used polyfill. And then I was going to do the ladder stitch to finish it up. And it's on this side. And see, that side is fine. This side, there's a little bit of like almost too much puckering. And I had done it once and I had to rip it out. I was like, that looks horrible. So I watched a second tutorial and this was better. I like my pillow, but I do need to practice on at least one other because I've got a couple of gifts I'm making that they want pillows. And so I just want to make sure they look as nice as they can look for my friends. And so I do need a little bit of practice, but this has shown me just from the second time, as much as I improved just doing it the second time, that for finishing, I've always been kind of iffy, but I just need some practice.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to practice on make another little pillow and try to get that.
I don't mean like you need practice when I said that. I just mean like I've learned that lesson as well because I'm not a finisher and I have a hard time finishing, but the more I do them, the easier they come, the prettier my stitches are, just like when we're cross stitching. The more you do it, the more.
Yeah, so if you're just starting out and you're stitching, you're like, I'm not getting this. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Just
keep going. Just do it. And I've already learned there are some things I'm going to do differently next time, just from this one time. So, but I'm still happy with my little pillow, and I'm wanting to get some shelving to put on the side on one of my walls in the craft room, and I'm going to put little pillows and things on there. So, this will be the first.
And this is, would you say Pine Mountain?
Pine Mountain Designs.
And the whole kit came.
The whole kit, it came with everything. It came with DMC thread, and it came. Well, no, wait a minute. No, it didn't come with the thread. It was the pillow casing and the pattern.
So pretty.
So you get the pillow casing with it. I didn't have to put like all this on there. That was already the way it was. All I had to do was stitch.
Yeah. So like you said, it was kind of like a sleeve.
It was a sleeve.
Was
both
open.
ends were open. Both of these ends were open.
So
this end is open and that
one. Inside.
You
and then
stitched
you
the grid.
just stitched up the sides.
That's all I did. And now it's a little pillow.
So cute.
So that's my one FFO.
I love that lacy look.
Thank you. I like it too. It's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any finishes?
I do. So I finished this. This is Summer House Stitchworks. My basket overfloweth. And I got this kit at when they had Needlework Galleria, but they had it online during 2020. They had it online, and you can order like all these little kits from all different designers. And so I ordered the box. But the only reason I ordered the box is because I saw this one posted on Instagram. She gave a sneak peek of it, and I love yo-yos. So that's where this came from, and I finished it. And I love it. I did all the yo-yos. It came with the linen, the thread, the fabric for the yo-yos. It came with the backing fabric. It came with everything. All I needed was my needle. So
you just had to put it together then.
Yep.
After that.
So I made all the
Those are so
yo-yos.
cute.
I've made yo-yos before, but these were a little bit more difficult, at least for me, because they were so tiny. And I don't have little hands. So they were giving me a hard time. But I love this. I love how it's stitched down here, and then you have like your little basket of flowers. So I was super happy
very,
with it.
very cute.
I was pretty excited about that.
Yes.
And then my friend Darla, she had let me borrow her pattern. This is Heartstring Samplery, Some Trust in Chariots.
I love the horses.
Yes.
I love them.
So I asked her if I could borrow it. She had stitched it already, and I saw her stitching it. So I wanted to stitch this section here. So perfect timing for Derby Day. And I chose, like, these colors here are more pastel. They're like light yellow and blue. So I just kind of darkened mine up a little, and I have my finish.
Yeah, that was
So I really like it. I don't, whoa.
You want me to hold it?
So I don't know, I have my color, I think they're color and cotton. Yeah. So I used all color and cotton threads, except for the 3371 DMC. Oh, and this one is flax from Gentle Arts. But I just, like, I did the kind of the same thing that they did, but just chose a darker color. But I like it. I don't know what fabric this is. It was just in my stash.
It's a little darker than what it's showing up on the camera. So it's
like this.
yeah, it's there. It's a little better. So are you planning on, how are you going to finish that?
I'll probably
Speaking
put
of
it in a
finishes.
frame. So I made a note, and it says that my design should be 8 by 8. So I might try to get a frame on the good old Amazon or somewhere. So
Ooh, I was just thinking a little
Yeah.
shadow box where you could maybe put some derby stuff and mix it with maybe some, I don't know,
yeah.
what you trust in.
Maybe a cross or something.
yeah.
Or that's a good idea.
That'd be a little different.
But yeah, I really liked it. I had fun stitching it. Like I said, I don't know what this fabric is, but I love the color.
Yeah.
I love the color.
It goes well.
Such a pretty color. All right, so those were my finishes that I had. Not bad. See, I have been stitching. Just, like I said, just not as much as I have wanted to. But I think, too,
okay.
it has to do with the weather and, you know, you're outside more, cleaning up weeds and starting to cut grass and, you know, all that stuff that comes with the change of the season. Spring cleaning. We've already started working on the pool, which I know that that's probably taboo, but
I don't, it doesn't.
we were just trying to get like the big stuff out. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure it's not going to freeze again. So if it does, it'll just be frost, you know, just the frost.
Just some frost, yeah.
But, you know, we're all in kind of that mode of springtime and being more active and cleaning up around the house. So anyway.
I am done with winter. I am done with winter. That's where my mind is right now.
You're done.
Okay, so I guess I will start with my whips, or at least the ones I've been working on since the last time we did this. So cute. Okay, so I love my cows, but I love bunnies too. This is from the Little Stitchery. I got it on Etsy, and it's called Sitting Rabbit. It's from the Furry Baby series.
Oh my goodness.
There she is.
So cute.
I love her. Now, I have
Let me see.
very little to nothing done. This is a minty green opalescent 14 count Ada from Zweigart. And
Oh, that's, yeah.
I have that
Can you
because,
just behind it, or-
yeah, because there's confetti I was not expecting in the ears, but that's what's going to make her look so cute. So,
She is precious.
but that's what I have right now.
I love that
That's
fabric.
my start. Thank you. This actually came with, I get the Stitch, I'm in the Stitch Quarterly Club in, with Fat Quarter Shop. And this actually came with the December one that they put out, and I didn't care for the pattern, so I took the fabric and I'm using that.
Yeah.
I'll have to give the pattern to someone else who would appreciate it more.
Yeah, but that's gonna look,
Yeah,
this bunny is
it's
gonna look so pretty on that light
Yeah.
turquoise.
I think it fits quite well.
And her eyes are gonna pop. Oh, she's so cute.
You're my bunny. Okay.
So cute.
This one is the month-to-month series with Stitching with the Housewives. This is October. October is my birth month. So I wanted to stitch this, and well, let me show a pattern first. That would be good. So they have what they call this the roundabout. And so they have that with pumpkin in it, and then the October. And stitching this with Classic Color Works. And so what I did was I changed the fabric. I'm using the call for Classic Color Works, but I'm going to make
Just a
some
different
changes.
fabric?
This is,
Pretty.
let's see, it is a 28 count. I think it's like a, kind of like a blueberry color. I think this is Jobalon. Okay, so this is what I have. So we're getting there.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is up here, we see on the leaf, you see that little bird. So the bird that bird will not be there. I am going to stitch the number 6. So I'm going to have to chart it myself and stitch a 6 because that is the day I was born. And then I got an idea from a lady named Sharon, who is in our E-Town stitching group, and where the barn is, where we've got some, like above the door, there's a little bit of space. I'm going to put, you know what I'm going to say?
I think so. Keep going.
I'm going to put the year that I was born. And I am going to go ahead and tell you, I was born in 1973. So I'm going to chart that. And if you do the math, I turned 50 this year.
I thought you were going to say that you were going to make it a plus, like the hospital sign.
Oh, the barn hospital.
You know, like how they have the big
Yes,
plus?
the Red Cross sign. Yes.
Yeah, so instead of the barn quilt, I thought you were going to say. But yes, that is so pretty.
It's going to be over, the 6 is going to be by the R, and then the barn down here, of course, and then I'll have my year. And I plan on having this finished by the time my husband gives
Hold
me
it back so we can
the my fabulous 50 birthday party, which I am,
expecting
yes, so he will do it.
husband.
He knows.
I love this fabric.
Thank you.
It's has a little bit of modeling to it. You can kind of see it in the camera.
It's kind of a,
it's darker than what it's
yeah, it's
showing.
got some kind of purplish stuff in it. It's not called blueberry. It's got a different name to it.
But it's really pretty.
Yeah.
And what a great way to reuse your fabric. I love it.
So,
Pretty.
yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. All right, so that one, and then this one is the one Jennifer likes. This is called Do You See What I See by Primitive Stitch, and Shelley, I guess that's Owen is her last name. And I don't do a lot of Primitive Stitch, but I like this one. So we have the little reindeer and the little girl looking up at the star. Okay, so this is a Christmassy one. Although, I mean, you could have it out all year long. It looks like a wintry one to me.
Yeah.
So this is a 14 count. It's kind of a, it's an Ada. I think it's Zweigart. It has some kind of like tan modeling in it. I think I've got the name in there, but this is what I have.
Yeah, it's like
Okay. So you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
There. Yeah.
It's
So
really pretty.
when I get finished with it, I'm going to let Jennifer have the pattern because she really likes the Primo Stitch. She likes this one.
Yeah.
And
I
cute
like that
little deer.
and the
Yeah, I
girl.
like the deer. Okay.
This is the one I thought she was going to be able to finish.
I thought I was going to have it finished and then I didn't. And then I didn't.
And then I
This is by Big Toe Designs and it's called Time to Stitch a Serenity-ish Prayer. God grant me the ability to stitch the stash I have, to have the stash I want, and the time to stitch it all. So this is what it's supposed to look like. And they have it stitched on more of a tan fabric. I have changed it all up. Now the colors are similar, except I'm using, the green leaves I'm using a DMC's Etoile, because you know I like that stuff. And then I've changed out the red and the blue a little bit, but they're still very similar. But I'm sticking some commas in there because I do teach grammar, and that's what we have to do when designers don't follow grammatical rules like the way they should.
Yes, ma'am.
Just saying. Was I getting a little too aggressive with that?
Yes, teacher.
She said, yeah, chill out. Chill out. Okay.
So pretty.
And here it is. So the blue is, that's also DMC, but I'm using one of the variegated colors because, you know, Classic Color Works has some variegation to it. So I've got the rest to do down here at the bottom.
Yeah, you're so close.
So just got that part, and I've got a little bit of the blue. I've got like this flower in the middle. They echo each other. So the top one is like the bottom one. So just got a little bit more, and I am going to make it into a wall hanging. This is a 28 count raspberry Jobalon. I tend to gravitate to Jobalon more than Lugana because Jobalon tends to be a little bit thicker. I just like the feel of it a little bit better. And it's just me. So if you love Lugana, go for it. It's just my preference.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Try it
this
all
one,
out.
yes, try it. If you haven't tried this, you won't know until you try it.
Right.
You do you.
Yes. Try Lugana. Try. There's another one. Starts with a D. Dabo or something. I don't know. Starts with
I
a
don't
D.
think I've heard of that, but yeah, try. I mean, you find it, try it.
Even any kind of even weave.
Yeah,
Lugana.
even linen. If you haven't done even weave or linen, now I would suggest you start with even weave.
Yeah.
Because
if you haven't done linen.
Yeah, if you haven't done linen. So start with even weave and then graduate to linen, because linen has, in my last video I showed, it has what are called slubs, which means that the fabric is a little bit thicker in some parts.
Yeah.
And so it's going to make some of your stitches uneven, which is supposed to. That's how it's supposed to look. It's not a bad thing.
Right.
But some people have difficulty with that. Now I stitch and go on,
And
but
some are so thin that you don't even know that there's a hole there, and then
yes.
you skip.
You skip
So
it actually,
it's-
so,
yeah.
and get good quality stuff. Don't, yeah. Now, I did show this one last time, but I've made progress. So this is called Fall is in the Air. This is from one of the Fat Quarter Shop Stitch Quarterlies. So it's So Emma is their,
He's so cute.
their designing arm of the company. So, there you see my little fox.
And this is the one that you get each quarter.
Yes, I get
the
each
kit.
quarter, the whole kit, and we talked about that last time. So his little head wasn't there. He looked more like an acorn because there were just a few little stitches there. This is a
Oh, you've got a lot done.
champagne, I think. Let's see. Forgot what color
Platinum.
it is. Platinum. Thank you. You remembered it. Wow. You have much better memory than I do. It's a 14 count platinum Ada. by Swigart. So there he is. Let's see. It just shows up really, really light on here, even if I put something behind it.
It's like a pretty tan color.
It's so think of champagne, maybe a little bit lighter than champagne or something. But there he is. I got him. Now I have to finish the tree and put the letters on there. And I don't know what I want to do with him. I may put him into oh, I don't know. I haven't figured it out with him yet.
Let me show. Like, so they put him in like a wicker plate or something.
Plate or basket. Those
It's a cute idea.
Well, see, typically Priscilla and Chelsea from Stitching in the Housewives, they work very closely with Fat Quarter Shop, and so they do a lot of their finishing.
Yeah.
And they do them a lot the same way, but they all look really cute. But they'll go to yard sales and stuff and find some of the cheapest things they can find, and they will paint it and dress it up, and it's a great way to recycle.
Yeah, and it looks very fallish with the wicker, and it's pretty. So,
And those are my whips.
You got a lot. You've done
I had
a lot.
Yeah, I was stitching.
So let's see. I pulled this one out, and I stitched on him a little bit today. This is My Necessity Heartstring Samplery, and I got all the way down to,
Oh, wow.
it's wrinkly because I've been working on it today, but I got the My Necessity in. So it says, you're the cream to my coffee, you're the lace in my shoe, my necessity. And then it down here would say, I'd be lost without you.
That's
So I have a couple more rows, but I like it. It's been fun to do. Kind of monochromatic. I used the brown that is called for, which is molasses. And then I changed my lettering, or the little song, to a different color so you could see it better. It stood out a little bit. So that's what I did. But yeah, this is a 36 count mocha, light mocha, my fabric.
That's pretty. All the colors go well together. You're very good at choosing your colors.
So
Your fabric together.
it's been fun because most of the rows are, just repetitive. They're...
You can go zen.
Yes, absolutely. So that's been fun.
In your pretty bag.
This is from the Wishing Thorn. And this is one of her samplers that she reproduced and had to put on. She's got several bags in her shop. They're very inexpensive. And I love this size.
Yeah, that's the perfect project bag size.
And then my pretty colorful, there you go. This is Susanna Lynch, this from Leela's Studio. And this is the small sampler. She took a portion of the big sampler and stitched it up. So these are those fun, bright, they just look like summer, like just happy colors to me. Those greens and pinks and that red. So I got a little bit further, stitch by stitch. So I finished the flower in the center, and then I finished the bird. So this lighting is really wonky. But so yeah, this one is a lot of fun to work on. And this is 36 count doubloon. So all I have left is there's a flower over here. It's different. Different but same. So there's another flower on that side, and that's and then like this border. So
I like the way they put the colors together. It's just very, very pretty.
yeah. It's very fun and quirky and bright and colorful. So it makes me happy. So again, I have this section done. So all I have left is this flower. There's a moth up there, and then some little guys down at the bottom. So there's that one. And then this one. This is, I don't have these. These all wonky. This is scattered seed samplers. And what's it called? The early bird? No, little pear tree.
It's cute.
And this has been my travel project. So, because I'm stitching it on Ada, and I can stitch in the car, I can stitch at work, I don't need my magnifying. So
I love the blue color. Oh, it's so pretty.
That teal.
It's beautiful. It's shiny.
Yes. And this is your Hobby Lobby vintage oat. However,
that is what my fox is on.
Yes.
I forgot the name of it. Yeah.
However, I coffee dyed mine.
Oh,
on top,
I see that.
On top of it, just because.
That makes it really interesting.
No reason, just because I wanted to see what it would do.
You don't have to have a reason.
No, but I was just curious how it would look if I coffee dyed over. Ooh, that's really washing.
Yeah, that's.
What is going on?
See, you can see it's a little different. She's got darker.
Yeah, it's just a little bit darker, but you can still see the other. I didn't know if it would wash it out of the fabric or if it was printed or anyway. I think it looks fine.
Yeah, it does. It turned out really well.
So, but this is what I have. Just so you know, this is 14 count. And all of this is 1/1 on 14 count.
So see, and that's another thing. If you haven't experimented with that,
try
do
it.
one thread, do 2 threads.
Now I'm stitching my bird with 2 threads. Because he was black, or it's like a dark gray color. And the stitches were really defined and he looked almost see-through. So I'm stitching everything with 1 thread, except my birds are going to be 2 threads. And I am having fun with it. Just like you said, experimenting, playing.
See how different you can make. I mean, you can have 2 people stitching the same project and make them very different looking.
Yeah, and I had the whole bird done with 1
And so you
thread.
had to frog it.
And I was like, I'm just not happy with that.
Did you frog it or did you just go back over it?
I frogged it.
Okay.
I took it out. I took it all out, and then I started back. But
Don't be afraid to experiment.
yeah, I mean,
Jump in there.
that's how we learn. And and when we were at retreat, we went to the Fancy Works retreat. There was a lady there. She was stitching a ginormous piece with 1 thread on 14 count.
Wow.
And I was like,
wow.
well, that looks, you wouldn't have even known. So I'm like, I want to try that. So this is my try. And like I said, I like all of it. All of it is pretty good coverage, except the bird because he was so dark. So yeah.
And if you don't like it, the cross-stitch police are not going to come after you.
You just take it out, start over.
That's right.
Or don't take it out, throw it away. If you
Yeah.
don't.
I've done both. So.
And then I got a little bit more done on Sunday stitches. This is Heartstring Samplery, and I'm doing this middle one here, Blessed Assurance. And I got a lot. So I started this on Easter. This is my Easter start because, you know, we all need a reason to start something.
I like that fabric.
So this is 32. I'm pretty sure it's 32 count heroic. I think I have it written. Ancient. Heroic has the red in it.
Okay.
Has the red and blue.
Okay.
This is ancient.
Okay. That's pretty. That's
It's
really
hard
cool.
to.
Yeah, this lighting is not the greatest. That's okay.
So
We'll work with it.
I mean, considering that's a lot of stitches there.
Yeah.
But it's tiny. Like, so this is the top, and this is going to be the bottom. Like, it's smaller than I thought it would be. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just.
Well, you can use the rest of the fabric from maybe one of the others.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, another long skinny one.
Yeah. You've got a lot to choose from there. Those are pretty.
But I love these. So yeah.
I like the fonts on some of them. Sometimes, you know, certain fonts, it's like it's just calming to look at it.
Yes. So that was my Easter start. I guess so I started this today with Carla's help because I've been wanting to, I showed this when I got it. This is the wall quilt that I found on 123 Stitch, and I saw Laura at the E-Town group stitch it, and I think she's almost done with it. I think she just has a little bit of back stitch to do, at least last time, you know, I talked to her about it. So yeah, so I started this doing the sewing method, and they were like, no, you might not want to do that on this. And so this is my new start. I'm a new start. But like I was saying, my eyes have been bothering me, and I still wanted to stitch, but I just needed something that was a little bit more easier with allergy season going on. And it's kind of fun. I mean, I only have a little bitty start on it, but I enjoyed it.
There's not as much pressure with the counting. I don't want to say pressure, but you know, you don't have to worry about the counting as much.
And you can see.
See, it's big. It's going to be a wall covering.
How to show, but
well, like I did last time, you'll just stand back.
it's like a sheet.
Yeah, it's a great big flag.
So yeah.
Big.
So yeah, I've never done anything like this. So this episode is brought to you by Try All the Things.
Yes, that's right. Now I have done stamped before.
Yeah, you did pillowcases or a table?
Well, they're quilt squares, and you can make them into pillows, or you can put it into a quilt, which is what it was intended for. But my suggestion, if you haven't done stamped, I would try at least one. Try it.
Yeah.
I would use a hoop or a Q-snap.
I got this kit, you know, well, I didn't get the thread, but I got, you know, the pre-stamped fabric.
Yeah, I mean, it's
with the instructions. It was like $5 on 123 Stitch.
Yeah, they're not that expensive. I mean, you see how large it is, but I would not suggest doing sewing method on here simply because of how large the X's can be. So I would do it one X at a time. Typically, now she's doing 2 threads. I typically do 3. It depends on, now her coverage looks good. It looks fine. With the X's now, people will get into arguments about whether or not your X's are supposed to touch. When I stitch it, I just stitch over the blue. I don't make my X's touch. Some people do. That is personal preference. That is completely personal preference. I think yours looks just fine.
Okay.
So see, she started out where she's
I
going across.
going like this, and they were like, you might want to try this other way.
Yeah, I definitely would
So-
suggest, now do it however you want, obviously.
Yeah.
But my suggestion would be to do it 1 X at a time.
Yeah. And my only problem with that is that I have to remember to go the right direction. The same direction.
The same direction.
You know. Because, you know, here you go across, then you come all the way back. Or I do it different ways. I gotta make sure that my threads are laying the same direction. But yeah. It was fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah. And I told Wendy sitting over there, I told her I felt like Betsy Ross. I was gonna she said I need to get me a little cap. I'm gonna go home and find a big dress.
I have some.
Oh, these are the colors. So I'm using 311 DMC, and then I will be using 321. I think they look well together. So, yay me, new start.
New something
new
new.
something.
Yay.
Ta-da! That's all I got.
Okay,
That's on my
so,
lips. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
okay, so these are all my haul. And I'll explain.
She's got a lot.
There, well, let me start with this first. I sponsor a cross-stitching club at my school, and I try to find free patterns where I can and beginner patterns where I can for these kids. And so I found on Tiny Modernist, so it's just tinymodernist.com, she has several free patterns, and they are awesome. And I can show you the patterns because they're free. So you can go to the site, and I mean, a ton. Like this one's called Autumn. And I love the little squirrels on there. Just so cute.
She has a lot of free patterns.
Yeah. Bunny.
Yes.
Happy Easter. A bunny butt.
The bunny butt.
A bunny butt.
Tail.
A bunny butt. Okay. So that one, I'm just going to show you a few. This is just a
I have that
heart.
one.
Yeah, this one. And this one is Witch's Brew. Ooh. That's a cute one for Halloween. So
There are a ton, like Carla was saying, there's a ton of free resources out there.
Yes.
If you're a new beginner, not a new beginner, like I take advantage in a good way of the freebies because they take their time to, you know, make them for us, and they give them to us for free. And if you like them, it doesn't have to cost you anything besides your needle.
yeah, and you're
your
just printing
thread.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, and they're good little patterns there.
Yes.
Okay, I have also some fabric, and I love fabric flare so very much. And so this is all of these are 14 count, Ada. This one is called Parchment.
That's really pretty.
Well, I'll just show you half because it's big. Okay, so this is Parchment. There we go.
It's really hard to show.
Yeah, this lighting is just, see, you get the idea.
Yeah.
So I will show you, actually probably this is a good time to show you the pattern that I'm going to stitch on it. This is one that the lady in our group, Laura, got me from Market. I bought it. This is My Angel Mother by Finally a Farm Girl. It says, all that I am or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. It's Abraham Lincoln piece. And of course, I share the same hometown as Lincoln, which is Hodgenville. And so I thought that this would be really good to stitch this on.
It looks very similar.
Yeah, so there we go.
Are you just gonna do black?
I'm
or
going to
you-
do black.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to stick with that.
Okay.
This one, because I just felt froggy. This is called Snow
wow.
Feathers, and it's opalescent too.
It's very pretty. Like it, to me, it looks like ice crystals. You know, like
Yeah.
forming on a window.
So I don't know what I'm going to put on here. Maybe some snowmen. I don't know, but I thought I'm just going to get it because I can.
I have that. I have some of that.
This is whitewashed board. I know what I'm putting on here. Remember all those, like the little mugs of the month that I showed you last time?
You're gonna put those on?
They're going to be.
Are you gonna put them all
here.
together?
No,
Are you gonna do them
they're going to be
individual?
individually, and I'm gonna magnetize them so I can switch them out. So
you're gonna put make them magnets.
yeah, they're going to be magnets. I'm going to have a board or something where I'm going to switch them out.
Yes.
So you take washers and you put them on your object, and then you put the magnets on your piece, and then you just change them out. So I don't know though if I want to go this way or if I want to go this way. What do you think?
I would go this way because then you can it's like you're setting your mug
On
a shelf or something.
Yeah.
Rather than
that looks more. It's
I
a
think
wall
it would be a
thing,
little
yeah.
bit more distracting.
I think I
But
agree with
I
you on
think-
that. Yeah. But yeah,
I don't know.
And I'll have to buy some more of this to finish them up. But this is going to
I
help me
like
start.
that. I have some of this.
And then
I want to
it's
do
cool stuff.
I want to do a green wreath.
Oh, that'll look good on it.
So yeah, I've been looking on Etsy for a couple different ones. I just kind of want to, what are those little wreaths that they're not holly, but
They have material on them.
no. I'll find a pattern and show it next time.
There we go. We'll do that.
Let's just do that.
Well, Laura at our E-Town group she had hosted a retreat recently, and I did not sign up for it. I wasn't sure if I would be able to go, so I just didn't sign up. And then later I found out I would be able to go, and I said, I'm not going to come and sit there and stitch because I don't want to interfere with your retreat. She said, no. She said, you come on and stitch. You just won't be able to get the goodies and stuff, which, obviously. But while I did go, and I thought it was very kind of her, and other people didn't mind, so they just showed me their little goodies and what they got. But while I was there, they had stands set up from Market because Laura got to go to Market so that she could purchase some things for our group to sell. And so I really enjoyed that part of it. So I bought some fabric because it's just really pretty. This is from Fiber on a Whim. It is 32 count, and I guess it's called Stream. I guess that's the color of it, which is a pretty name. It's got a model.
very
you can see
pretty
the
color
model.
blue.
So
It looks really
so
good in
really-
the camera.
yeah, so yeah, this one's one of the pieces that actually shows up well. So I have no idea what I want to put on that, but I'm trying to increase my fabric stash a bit because I have several projects I'm going to start next month, which I'm going to do a FlossTube just for Mania stuff, getting ready for Mania.
Okay. What what are you going to do for Mania?
Well, I've got.
Are you gonna
I'm going to
do
do my current
a project a
projects.
day?
Yeah, I'm going to try to start one a day. So I'm going to work with all the current ones I have, which I think I have maybe 13 or 14 maybe, and then I'm going to add up until 31. So we'll see how that goes. I may be biting off more than I can chew.
Yes.
But we'll see.
Now we both did the embroidery.com
Yes, we
challenge.
did. Love to Stitch challenge.
Yes, and that was a lot of fun. So they were just asked that you stitch 20 minutes.
30.
30 minutes a day.
You have to post every day, and they give you 4 forgiving days because life happens,
Yes.
And then you can get a really cool needle minder. From
You don't
that
have to start. You can work on the same project. You can work on different projects. You can start a new project every day. It doesn't matter. As long as you're stitching. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. So I've never done Mania, but
I
that
haven't
to
either.
me was mania.
Now, see, I've been doing those challenges since 2020. That's when I started.
Well, I did the first one. It was
They
a
started
fall.
2019, I think they started.
Okay, so I did the 20. I started in 2020.
Okay.
And this was my third one that I've done.
I've done one, two.
Because they do one in the spring and then the fall.
Yes, they have the Love to Stitch in February and then Witchy Stitchies in October. And they have a summer one where it's just kind of, it's more of an informal kind of challenge, like see how many days you can stitch.
So go to, they have a Facebook page, embroidery.com.
Plus, it's embroidery.com, let's see, I think my phone is over there, but it's, if you look up embroidery.com, it will pop up.
Yeah, you'll find it.
Yeah. So it's
and
really
they
neat.
have a FlossTube and a full website.
Yep.
But it is fun. It's a good group.
Yeah,
Everybody's encouraging, and so anyway, I didn't mean to go off on that.
No, but yeah, I mean, it's a good group,
Mania.
and there are stitchers from all over the country and other countries who join. So it's really cool. It's a lot of fun.
So you're getting prepared for Mania.
Yes, I've never done Mania before. So
I don't
Mania,
think I did.
if you're not familiar with Mania, which some beginners may not be, but Mania was started. I forget who started it. It was just to get people really excited about stitching and keep the mojo going. And originally it was supposed to be you start something new every day for the 31 days. It could be large, small, whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of morphed into Mania is what you want to make of it. If you want to start a project every other day, if you decide your plan is I've got these 3 projects I'm going to work on and I'm finishing them in the month of May. So basically it's whatever your May goal is, but
You're gonna start one every day, a new one.
I'm going to work on each existing one for the first few days, and then I'll add whatever, like if I have 13, then I'll have to make up the remaining with a new one each day. So I'm going to use this opportunity to pull in some projects that I've been wanting to work on for a very long time, and this will be kind of my impetus to really actually start them.
Yeah.
So
it'll be fun. I can't wait to see
she's going to sit back with the popcorn and watch.
Look at Carla go. Look at her go. Look at her stitch.
Look at her fall.
No. So what you got?
So I've got several patterns here. This is Pigeon Coop Designs, and I found this, I don't remember how I found it. If I was looking on, I think maybe Pinterest. And his designs they look kind of stripy, which is really cool. And he's very much into nature and conservation. And so this is called Winding River. It's one of the biggest ones he has done, but
it's pretty.
This is what it looks like. And so this is one I think I may start with Mania, but I really like it.
I do too.
And then this one.
I love that.
This is called Jolly Squirrel.
He's so cute.
See, they all kind of have that stripy look to them, which I think is neat. It's different.
I like it.
And, I'm hiding one.
Oh my goodness.
I do need help.
I mean, I like
I
like the squirrel, but the bunny. Okay, go ahead.
This is Mr. Green Thumb because our little rabbit is watering his flowers.
Isn't
he so cute?
He is precious.
I love him. I might start him instead. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I might start all 3.
You have plenty of time.
Yeah.
You have the whole month of May.
Yeah. Okay, and then these Stitching with the Housewives, I kept going back and forth. I thought, no, I don't want to get it. Yeah, I do want to get it. It's like, just get it. This is their Mary, which is, you can stitch it all together or do separate letters. And I may do separate letters that I can just put on my fireplace at Christmas, put on the mantle. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I thought they were just cool looking.
Are they like peppermint?
It's like peppermint stripes. I won't finish them.
Would you do them on the black?
Yes, I would definitely. Yeah, and I have
That
some
would make
like...
a cute, like if you tack them to a banner.
Yeah, banner. They do those too. Yeah.
Very cute.
So, yeah. Carriage House samplings. Now, I've been wanting to dip my finger into the primitive a little bit more, and I liked this one. This is called Sarah Spur. Something about her holding the flowers, and she's got the long dress on, because I'm very much into, I was born in the wrong century. I should have been born in the 19th century, but there it is. And I don't know, there's something about her and then the bird in the tree that just was very captivating. So I like that.
That's
and
a 2007 pattern, but you can still get them all on the Carriage House website.
Yeah, these were, I think these were market pieces that Laura came back with, so they're all still circulating.
Yep.
I need to save that one for more. Now, I like this next one. I'm very much a language arts teacher. I teach social studies too, but the first Shakespeare play that I read was Macbeth, and it starts out with the double, double, toil and trouble speech. And so this is it's just called Double, Double, but it has a cauldron, and it says double, double, toil and trouble, and then it has the fire burning cauldron bubble, and I was just like, I have to get that. Let's see. Little Stitch Girl.
Okay.
Yeah, Little Stitch Girl. So there it is. So that is a good Halloween one for me. Halloween is not my favorite holiday. It's okay, but I like those kinds of little things. And then this is another from Stitching and the Housewives, their adorable series, and it's Spring Bunnies.
Those are cute.
Going into my bunnies. Here we go. They have done a lot of things on black, but I've noticed some of their series are starting to go to some lighter colors too. And then this one is a whole, I gotta take my glasses off so I can see. Yes, Snazzy Smalls, Boulder Valley Stitching, and this is a Valentine series. So these are some smalls that I can make into pillows or ornaments. I think those are cute.
So they're charted with say that.
Aura Floss.
Is that a silk?
No. I have never used Aura Floss. It looks like it's just regular sewing thread. It comes on a little spindle.
Oh, okay.
I've never used it. It's expensive. I do know that.
I mean, the DMC is on here as well.
Yeah. So
But
I may
just
try
curious.
the Aura Floss maybe on parts of it. So, hey, that's where I can experiment a little bit.
Where do you get that?
I know Fat Quarter Shop does sell it because they use it
okay.
a lot. So I may get it from them. But I would check 123stitch.com for stuff first, y'all. Okay. Compare your prices, because a lot of times it's just a lot cheaper there. This one, I just liked the little mice on here. It's called Not Even a Mouse, but it has Not a Creature Was Stirring, ... And this is Finally a Farm Girl.
I love that grandfather clock.
Yeah, I like her patterns. I had not really been familiar with her patterns before, but I found myself drawn to them. So, I love the clock too, and the little... We got another little mouse peeping out there.
Yes.
So I like the
cute
detail. Stony Creek. I love Stony Creek. This is called Rise and Shine. Don't laugh at me.
Very pretty. That is going to be pretty.
Aren't they cute? How many times have I said that?
I mean, they just look so thrilled to be up that early in the morning. And they're like telling that rooster down there, like, would you please be quiet so we can go back to sleep? Look at their faces.
I know. He's like, ah, and they're like, shut up.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's all, he's in there, all the, yeah, they're all so cute. This,
yeah, I like that.
you can have this one after I finish too.
Okay.
This is a Kathy Barrick, unless you already have it, which you probably do. This is Pieces of Old.
Oh, yeah.
And I just like the deer and the little girl. See, I'm stretching myself. I'm looking at more primitive, so I may start this one too. Do you have this one?
No.
Do you want this one? And so you got
I really like that one.
I love the deer there, and there you have the girl and the little. I haven't really stitched buildings, and I wanted to do that too.
This episode, or whatever video, FlossTube, is all about trying new things.
Yes, it is. And it's so much fun. This one is Primrose Cottage Stitches. They do a lot of wordy stuff, which I think is really neat.
I've
Hot
done a
cocoa
lot
and
of
Christmas
theirs.
cheer.
Yeah.
So they have. Now I want to show you some of the two when I finish this. So
I really
that's
like
this
that.
one. I like it. Now on the back, they showed this. It's the little mug. I'm getting into mugs, and they have the feet of a little elf coming out of there. And I said, where's that pattern? And it's not in here.
Oh,
So
you're gonna have to find it.
it's not in here. So I have to find that, even though I don't think they say what the name of it is.
It just says right here.
It just
perfect.
Perfect hot cocoa chart.
Sold
sold
separately.
separately. Well, okay, so it's perfect hot cocoa with an elf in it. Okay.
He's getting
So
the good
I
stuff.
mean, yeah. So they have this series which is seasonal samplings. This is also Primrose Cottage. So this is winter because it has the snowman and the mouse, and I really like the snowman.
Yes, that's pretty. She has a lot of good charts come out. I've purchased several.
This one's spring, and it's got a bunny on it, so I was just all over that one. And that's Primrose Cottage Stitches as well. And then this one, I actually won one of the drawings that the Intuitive Stitcher has. It's Cynthia, and I know that she watches this channel. And so this is called an homage sampling by Art of Cross Stitch. And so what they did was they took this whole piece and then they made some separate pieces with it. And this is an old one. This is from 1986. And this is when designers were still hand drawing the patterns,
Yes.
which is awesome. So I won this from Cynthia. So thank you very much, Cynthia. I got it all intact. So I will enjoy starting this one. So that was, I guess, I can call this Happy Mail too.
I love the little farm.
So I do too. I love the little farm on there and the geese. And so if you haven't checked out Cynthia's channel, we can give her a shout out too. She's the Intuitive Stitcher.
I can link it. But I think that is so precious.
neat.
I don't know if it's
I don't know if
showing
you
up.
can still buy that pattern. It's 1986, so I don't know. But
You can maybe find it
Etsy-
on eBay.
eBay or Etsy, Etsy
I mean,
may
you
have
may.
it too.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is, I told you I'm in the Stitch Quarterly Club at that quarter shop. And so this is the latest one. And I will have to say, I don't know how thrilled I am with this pattern. But this is the bag that it came in. It's the vinyl bag, and you can actually stitch on this if you want to. But I will just show you. It comes with, now I'm going to try this Fiber on a Whim. It's cream and sugar, and it's 14 count Aida, but apparently it's soft. So we're going to try that out. And it comes with, see, it's packaged so neatly. It comes with all of the DMC that you need. And you
Here's your
always get some
accoutrement.
little, you always get a needle minder. And so this is the pattern. It's Sweet Laurel. Okay. It's pretty. I don't know if it's my thing, but you
It looks
always get a
very
matching
Dutch
needle minder. It does. So here's the needle minder, and they are very high quality needle minders. These are strong.
pretty.
They're good. And you always get some other kind of little,
Trinket
or something with it. This one, you can hook this to your project bag, and then it's a label. And so you can, without, if you have project bags that don't have the vinyl in the front or the see-through window, then you can tell immediately what project you have there.
Yeah.
And so then I've got all my DMC, and they always include a needle, this John James needle. It's usually a size 26. They like 26.
I like the colors.
Yeah, I do too. I was going to say the colors are really pretty. So you get all the floss that you need. So everything is together, and you know and they do sell. You can get the whole kit separately. You don't have to be a member of the club, but members of the club get it first, and then they offer it afterwards. And then, just as a shout out to one of our locals, we have a lady named Beth who makes a lot of things, and I just bought this project bag from her today. And she's starting to she's got this little Kentucky tag on there to show where it's made. And this has a little spool. See my little spool?
Well, cute. Yeah, you could see it.
Yeah. So, got the little spool, and then this is the back. She does such a good job with those. And
this bag that she makes is my favorite size.
Yeah, it's like a
just
9 by
love it.
11, something like that. Yeah, they're the perfect size.
I just love that size.
And then she started to make a bunch of scissor fobs. And so this one says Sampler, and it has a little bunny on it. It says Sampler. And then this one has a little, look like a panda, and it says Stitcher. And then this one is just pretty. It says Needler. And I bought a like a planning board to do with that, so I'll bring it next time. And this one, I love it because it says.
I just noticed what it said.
FlossTube. So I guess we're all FlossTubes.
Yeah.
And that is, I mean, I had a lot this time
You
because
had
I
a
went
lot.
crazy, but that is my haul.
I don't have any haul. No, I'm just kidding. I have a little bit. Again, well, since you showed the Beth bag, I will show I got this one today.
That's her Beth bag. Yeah, she's right. Those are so cool.
And I got this because it says, let your heart take courage. Psalm 31:24.
Yeah, all the bags seem to have little verses that are embedded in the pattern.
And then there's the back.
Pretty.
And then it's got like she put a little pin, like little buttons. That's cute.
Very
So
cute.
yeah, so that was my Beth bag. I got that today.
I think Beth's getting more creative too. She's branching out some.
Yes.
So she's trying stuff too.
I think she's been enjoying that. And she also makes these, a floss drop jewelry.
I guess it's, yeah. I've got several of those. They are awesome.
So I
They're so
picked up
cute.
a couple more of these today. I like them. And my printer at work and at home is horrible. But this is Stitches Through the Years. I found them on Etsy. This is called When Flowers Bloom. And I was feeling very springy. And I love this little girl with her bun and her little flower basket.
She's cute.
Yes. So this is a horrible picture. But you know, just go with it.
Yeah. You can still see what it is.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. And I also got this one. I have been debating on which ones I wanted to get. I'm doing something a little bit special, but I'm trying to make a Sunday school wall. I think we talked about that last time. Or so I ended up getting this one. This is from Sweet Wing Studio, and she is the sweetest soul. But this one is Fear Not. And I love that. I love the umbrella. This is a horrible picture, so I was going to say I debated on showing it to you, but
It's one of my favorites.
I will get, this is kind of like a purpley maroon color. But you could make it whatever color you wanted. I'm sure
It's very
she will
interesting.
not mind at all.
I like the way the verse is under the umbrella.
Yes.
That's interesting.
So yeah, so I got this one, and I need to figure out a printer. I mean, like, look at this. They're both,
They're
like,
green.
so bad. I got my color and cotton. So I get the fabric of the month, and this is gorgeous. This is called Sandcastle.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty.
you really can't see it, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
very pretty.
yeah. It is, trust me.
And then I got that is 36. I get the 36 count. And then this is my all colors.
Ooh,
These are so pretty.
Wow, those are bright.
Yeah.
Pretty.
So this one's called Bluegrass.
Yay!
So
I love color and cotton.
me too. They're my favorite threads.
It's pretty.
Reggae,
They're nice to stitch with.
Fortissimo. Tell me that says soprano. Soprano. And ragtime.
I love the names.
So all music related. Isn't that fun? So yeah, so I got my color cotton and all the things. So this is a funny story. My bank account was hacked. Okay.
Ooh.
No, I mean, that's not funny, but
No.
my bank account was hacked somehow in California, and people went to an amusement park, and I had all these charges, pages of charges.
Oh my gosh.
So not only did I have to get new bank cards, I had to get new bank account number, all the things. So who's the first person I called to make sure that my payment went through? Color and Cotton. I did not call the insurance people. I did not call the water company. I did not call. I called Color and Cotton. How do I make sure I don't miss a shipment?
Well, you got to keep your priorities straight.
That's right.
There you go. Because you're a FlossTube.
That's right. I got this one. I forgot to show this. I got this when we went to the retreat, the Fancy Works retreat, but it somehow missed the basket. But this is Blackbird Designs. This is, and it was an old release, and then they re-released it, Birds of a Feather.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's very different.
Mm-hmm. It is different.
But it's actually a reproduction, and I don't think I realized that Blackbird did a reproduction. But this is the reproduction on the back, or the original.
Now, is that the front of the original? Because no.
I don't know.
No, it's not. I don't think it is. I think they flipped it. See, because with the samplers, a lot of times the front will get faded, of course, and in order to find out what the original colors are, it is the front. A lot of times
because the
they'll
bird's
get faded,
on the
though.
same side.
Okay. They'll flip like Hands Across the Sea. They'll flip it over so that they can see what the original vibrancy of the color was.
Yes. The original sampler was framed. The sampler is attached to a wooden backing. So yeah.
Okay.
It says the original sampler purchased from a seller in Texas. So we don't really know. But I thought it was cool that they showed you the original, and then there's the reproduction. But I like the birds. So I got that. So a couple. No, I didn't bring it. I thought I did. Never mind. So this is, I ordered some fabric from Xjude Designs. This is 36 count marbled bunny.
Did you say bunny?
Bunny. Marbled bunny.
I'm sorry, this lighting. Yeah, put it, there we go. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. That modeling.
I pulled it out of the package and my husband said it looked like Grandpa's handkerchief. I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, but I love it. It's so pretty. And it smells good.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I was catching a whiff of it. I was like, whoa, what is that?
And then how cute is this? She sent me a cute little sample of another color. Like, I could stitch a little ornament on it. And this is 40 count.
Ooh.
Look at it. This is baby sheep. It's hard to...
Well, I bought a design board. When I get that thing in, we can use that. That'll help. White background. That's neat.
What does that smell?
I'm wondering, it smells like she has stored the fabric in a sachet. Like with a sachet,
Maybe.
you know that?
Yes.
That's what it smells like where she stored it.
It smells good.
Because that smells the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you smell?
Can you smell a vision? Yeah, that's what I think she
Maybe
did.
so.
Which I think is neat.
Yeah. So I got those. That was exciting. That came all the way. She's Australia,
Oh, cool.
I think. So I purchased on Etsy. No. The Netherlands. I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the other one that I did not bring with me. Seraphim. Seraphim fabrics. And then, oh, I got this I forgot to share this too. So this goes on your scissors. So you have your scissors, and you can stick this on your scissors to keep the tips from poking in your bag or whatever.
That's cute.
I don't know what this. There it is.
That's so cute. That's hilarious.
I had to get one. So our friend Sharon got one. I had to get one. I think it came in a 2-pack. Mom, did I give you one? She's not listening.
My husband's just calling, so.
She's not listening. And then I got these. This is probably one of my favorite bag ladies. She is Creative Blessings. She's Deb Walker on Instagram. What is her Instagram? Her Instagram is something, but she's Creative Blessings on Etsy. And I think it's like Deb Walker Quilts or something like that on Instagram. But I love these. They are quilted. They're very sturdy.
That is really pretty. I love the button pattern on it. It's really pretty.
Yes, they're such good bags.
They're very high quality. I can, without even feeling, I can see
They're
it.
thick.
Nice quilted ones.
And then look.
And the lining, wow. Strawberries.
She does such a great job.
No,
Tomatoes.
tomatoes.
Pin,
Tomatoes, sorry.
pin tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
I mean, it's.
Well, tomatoes
I
are
just
technically
love
fruits too,
how
but
it's
yeah, they're
quilted.
really pretty.
And I love how
thick.
it opens. Like it has a big mouth, you know.
Yeah.
You're not fighting with,
Yeah.
you know.
Very
But I
important.
love these. Creative Blessings on the Etsy. I've showed her bags before, but I saw this one and I had to have it. That's all.
That's all. We're done.
That's all we got. So what are your plans? So you're going to get ready for Mania.
Yep.
This is the end of May or the end of April.
Yeah, and I'm working on 3 gifts right now for some people. And so I'm kind of doing my Mania stuff, and then I'll work on their things a little bit and then go back to my other stuff. So that's what I've got right now. That'll be more than enough.
Yeah. And my goal is to get my Happy Colors, my Leela Studio finished. My Pretty Colors, this one. I would like to get him
it's great.
finished.
Yeah.
have a lot more to go on it. So, and don't forget to go to Carla's channel. She is Crazy Cross Stitch Lady. I feel so weird saying that. She is
Welcome to the dark
the
side.
Crazy Cross Stitch Lady.
There's a reason for that.
So yeah, go to her channel, and you've done a couple other ones since we did.
I've done one.
together.
I've done a tutorial.
I saw that.
Because I have a lot of beginners on my channel, and so I do a lot of tutorials. But if you need a refresher, or if you're coming back to cross stitch and haven't been for a while, need a refresher, I have several how-to tutorials on there, and this one is on like how to stitch on even weave and linen was the last one.
Yeah.
But yes, please check out my channel. And
we're glad you joined us today. And it's a really long video, but it, you know, what do you do when
both of us doing it?
Two people, yeah.
That's right.
So, and we had a lot to share.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else you want to say? You got?
Well, all I can say is be creative and be blessed.
Yes, definitely. And we will see you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.